Welcome back to another episode of Quasar Educational. Today, we'll be further exploring the basics of probability using this magical six-sided dice. I got a question for you. What is the probability of rolling a 2? Here we have our six-sided dice. As there are 6 different faces, I can roll a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. That means that there are 6 total possible outcomes that I can get upon rolling this dice. While the question is asking, what are my chances or the probability of rolling a 2? There's only 1 2, and there are 6 total possible outcomes. So we know that the probability or chance of rolling a 2 would be 1/6. Let's look at another example of basic probability using this dice. What is the probability of rolling an even number? Well, how many even numbers are there in these 6 possible outcomes? There's 2, 4, and 6. So we know that there are a total of 3 even numbers. And since there are 6 possible outcomes I could get, I know that the probability of rolling an even number is 3 out of 6, which we can simplify to 1/2. Let's look at yet another example. What is the probability of rolling a number above 7? Now, this one is a little bit of a trick question. As you can see, we can roll any number from 1 through 6 on our 6-sided dice. However, this question is asking for the chances of rolling a number above 7. As none of these numbers are above 7, we know that there are 0 possible chances of rolling a number above 7. There's 0 possible chances over 6 total outcomes. So we know that the probability or chance of rolling a number above 7 on our 6-sided dice would be 0. Finally, let's take a last example. What is the probability of rolling a 1 on the first roll and a 2 on the second roll? Suppose we take my dice. I close my eyes and I roll it. Now suppose I got a 1 when rolling this. Well, what are my chances of getting a 1 on my first roll? There are 6 total numbers I could have gotten, and there's 1 favorable outcome. So I know that the probability of rolling a 1 is 1/6. Now suppose I roll a 1 on my first roll. And let's say I close my eyes and roll a dice again. I know that from this, there are 6 other possible outcomes that I could get. After rolling a 1 the first time, on my second roll, I could roll a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or 6. So, what's my probability of rolling a 2 on the second roll? Again, there are 6 possible outcomes, and there's only 1 2. So I know that my probability of rolling 2 on my second roll is also 1/6. Since this question is asking for the probability of rolling a 1 on the first roll and a 2 on the second roll, and I found my two individual probabilities of rolling a 1 and then a 2, I can simply multiply these two probabilities to get my answer. By multiplying 1/6 times 1/6, I get a total of 1 over 36, which are my chances of rolling a 1 on the first roll and a 2 on the second roll. Take a dice and try it for yourself.